Are we live? Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. 2-2-2-3. Happy birthday to our very own Claudio Perry, the boss of the chat. All right, let's see what we got today. What's going on? All right. It says we are live. Hope everybody is well. Welcome in. I'm going to get my coffee ready. And let's take it from here. Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's talk about talking about. Let's just talk about talking about things, all right? How about we do that? That's all we're going to do. I'm doing this raw dog going forward. I'm not having any topics anymore. I don't think I want to. I don't think I need to. I'm going to try and do this raw dog every day. Hello, Joey Bean, Stephen Marinello. Hello, Chris. On today, I'm going to put this little hot jam on right here and get my coffee ready. I'll be right with you guys. If somebody can please drop We Push Back link, I'm trying to get Dominic up there, and any other links that you guys would like to drop, please feel free to do so. I'm going to put this jam on, get my coffee ready, and we'll talk about talking about things. That's what we're going to do. And there you have it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well. All right. I feel I owe you a song when I open up my show because I feel that it, you give me your time. I got to give you something to enjoy. Everybody loves music. And, hey, I'll take the copyright claim for your presence. What are you going to do? The show doesn't get monetized, so I don't get 22 cents at the end of the month for this show. You know what I mean? So I give up the 22 cents. All right, salute everybody. Yes, we are matching colors, yes. Big problem today. Big problem today. Ooh, but it is nice. Drinking coffee black today. This is the disclaimer. I cannot be responsible for my actions. I'm drinking black coffee today. I may post about 847 videos today. I'm drinking black coffee. It's not broken with creamer. So guess what? You're in for a day of videos. I could feel it already on my second sip. Mod on. The Ubats is kicking in. Okay, let's talk. Hello, Nick. Nice to see you. Danny Stories has entered the building. Patricia Daly. Hello, my first ever commenter. The Wine Guild, who we're doing a show tonight. Got a beautiful show planned for tonight. Make sure you tune into us. Him. I'll be in the background. If he wants me on screen, I will gladly jump on screen. I'm going to go pick up my box. My box of wine tonight. Patricia Daly. Tonight's show is what? What's the word? It's dedicated to you, I guess. ALV. He answered your request, Patricia Daly. So I guess the box wine is for Patricia Daly. If there's no Patricia Daly, there's no us. All right, so we're going to do boxed wine tonight on the Anthony LaVista show. All right, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. So good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. I'm just going to say it once again. We are talking. It's what we do. We're talking. Think outside the box. Well, Patricia, I hope you got the box and you're ready to do it. All right. Claudio's out with the family right now, but happy 69th birthday to Claudio. God bless you, sir. 69, a number that I most likely will not see. When I'm 69, I'll be a Walmart greeter if I'm still alive. I'll probably be retired and be a Walmart greeter. I will be a pretty cool Walmart greeter, or I'll be manning the door at Stiggy's Coffee Clutch, Stiggy's Coffee Shop. I don't know. Depending on how things go, it could be Stig's Coffee Shop or a Walmart greeter when I'm 69, or Mort under the ground. Not under the ground because I'm being cremated. Yes, Mrs. Toddfather has a birthday also. Don't say that you're on top of your health. Don't say that. You're on top of your health. Well, anyway, I accept the sacrament of death. Patricia Daly, I accept the sacrament of death. I'm okay with it. Whenever it happens, it happens. I love life, as you guys can see, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Yes. Damn it, Mandy. Hello, damn it, Mandy. All right, let's talk about talking. We're going to talk about talking. Let me fix this right here because I don't like this here. All right, that's much better. Nice and soft on your eyes. Let's talk about talking. Does talking help you? What does talking do for you? We talk, and we talk about everything. Does it feel good to talk about things? Does it bring up bad memories to talk about things? What does talking do for you? I want to hear back from you. Does talking about experience, does talking about the bad times in your life or the good times in your life, does it help you? Does it bring out good things, positive things? Does it relieve the stress that you've been holding in? Talking. Now, talking to a shrink, that's a little different. But talking amongst peers, friends, non-professionals, does it help you, hurt you, or none of the above? Box of wine is great to save space in the fridge. All right. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So does talking help you? You know, a lot of people say, I've spoken a lot. And 2 loads of clothes. Very nice. I did 2 this morning also, Patricia. Yes, I did 2 loads of laundry this morning also. Michael Mormon has entered the building. Talking to a shrink can get you clipped. I don't like talking to strangers because what shrinks do is they're just talking to you based on data. They don't know you. But then you don't want to talk too much to people that know you because then they're going to criticize you and turn it around on you. So what do you do? You could talk to Tommy Stigs because he don't say shit. But Tommy Stigs doesn't talk to that many people about a lot of different things because the trust level is this big, right? So I'm a vault. You could, everybody knows that anyway. I'm not going to. When you say too much, it means you're not, but I know. I have proven myself to be a vault. In interrogation especially, and with my friends. So I don't know. Talking does help. Now, a lot of people, sometimes we talk about organized crime stuff, being incarcerated, this, that, the other thing. So that type of stuff I enjoy talking about. I used to go on a show. It was with, my first shows were with Joey Bay 8th. Joey Bay 8th. I said it this morning. It was me, Bay 8th, Vinny Bracco, and Jason. And we were on Tom LeVecchia's show almost every night. We did a show almost every night. Hello, Sina Weevil. Nice to see you. We did a show almost every night. But they were part of, I guess they called it an embargo. I don't know what they called it. And I was not interested in anything about that. An embargo or some type of shit. I was not interested in that. So they had a 4 horsemen show and I just came in here and there. So I backed out of that situation. I was not interested in being part of any embargo or alliance or anything like that. I control my own man. When you're part of an embargo or alliance, it means you have a boss basically, a controller. And I didn't want to be controlled, so I backed out of that. And that ended up breaking up. Everybody went their own ways. I don't know if you guys remember that little embargo thing that they had, or alliance, whatever it was. And Danny Stories, I do my own thing. I'm not going to be part of any, we spoke about this already anyway. There's no alliance, there's no embargo, there's no boss of this thing. We do our thing, we have our own personalities, and who knows what the future brings, right? So you do your own thing. Yeah, the term embargo, it's not used correctly. We can't correct people on here. Everybody has their own things. But it was an embargo at that time, basically, Wine Guild, yes. There was an embargo. Those guys formed a little bit of an embargo of some kind, and I wanted nothing to do with embargoes, alliances, control of any kind. Tommy Stigs pushes live and talks, and I'm my own boss. I'll be part of it, like a team. I'll be part of not a genre, part of a mindset of positivity, but that's about it. I am the independent man. Yes, Big Bones. Always have been, always will be. Independence. Yeah, so it was me, Joey, Vinny, Jamie, Jason, and Tom LeVecchia. It was good. We had some good shows. That was in the beginning. My shows used to get a lot of views back then. I don't know what they get now, but I would get 300, 400, 500, which is good. What? Oh, he saw his shadow? It was okay. Nothing else in. Okay. So anyway, talking to people, does it help you guys? I think it does help you. It does help you. Talking to people does help you. I like talking about history, my own history. I have no regrets. It may seem interesting to some. It may seem like bullshit, boring stuff to others. But things that we have been through, if you speak to somebody that has the same thought process, experience, or intrigue, you can have a great conversation and it really helps you. Now, a lot of guys that have been in prison don't really talk about it when they get out. They don't really talk about it. I mean, it's rarely mentioned. Just the fact that you did the time and other people that know that have done time, there's no conversation needed. We all know what goes down, what happens. It's just like somebody that is a CEO of a company. They know what they're going through. That could be on any level. So do you need to talk about it? You really don't need to talk about it. Everyone yesterday? Yeah, that was a tough conversation yesterday, See No Evil. I'm right with you, cuz. I'm going through it. Well, it's better that I will say this. I've seen men get alimony and child support from women. That's the most boggling thing I've ever seen. I've ever heard. How a man should be able to survive. He shouldn't need his wife's pension or some alimony because she was making more. The whole system's fucked up. Can you imagine a grown man, getting money from a woman? Ooh, it's kind of like not opening the door. I would feel it's blood money to me. I wouldn't be able to do it. It would bother me. It would bother me. I'd rather starve than take money from a woman. And that's just me. I would like it to be equal, even if she makes more and she was the breadwinner, so to speak. I'd rather survive on my own. We as men should be able to survive 2, 3, 4 jobs. We should not have to take alimony from a woman. It's fucking nuts. But See No Evil, we got an uphill battle, cuz, and you just keep on chugging through it. There's nothing you could do. Hi, everyone driving. TT, you be careful. Thank you for stopping in. Sorry to cut it real short. Of course, Chris, that's what we do, man. That's what we do. You stopped in. Your presence is a present, no matter how long. See No Evil, can you imagine, as much as they are douchebags, somebody's woman, can you imagine taking alimony from a woman? How would you feel, See No Evil? Even though they're killing us right now, even though she's killing you right now, can you imagine the other way around? Would you be able to take that check every month? I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not be able to do it. For me, anyway. I would just have to get 4 jobs and make it work. Now, child support's a different story. If she gave up all custody and you're raising the kids and she's a millionaire and you're making nothing, that's a different story. Child support. Alimony? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit word, alimony. That should be gone. Alimony should not even be a word, and no man should be collecting alimony. I've heard it. I've actually heard it. Can you imagine? Anyway, so talking. Does it feel good to... Yeah, Danny with the pimple this morning. Forget about it, Danny. That was hysterical. Danny, good show this morning. Tom Father, good show this morning. Yeah, they want to be treated equal, yeah. I just wouldn't take it, Patricia. It's not something I could do. I would feel it in my stomach, and I would get karma on that. I believe negative things would happen. That's just my way. Maybe I'm an antiquated mind, an old school guy, an old way of thinking. Could you imagine being in a social club, talking around amongst the guys, and instead of saying you got alimony to pay, you say, oh, I can't wait to get my alimony check? They would kick me out of the social club. What, Stigs? You're getting alimony from a woman? I don't care what happened. How do you collect money from your ex? I want what them do is the lingo they use. Well, I understand. I'm old school, Thomas. Most of us are. Yes, Patricia. I just can't imagine collecting from home. So does it feel good to talk? So see no evil. This is my show this morning. This is what I'm talking about. Does it feel good to talk about these things? To me, it does. See no evil. To me, it does. You get it out. You say things, that you might. Men should not ever, ever entertain the thought of what? Taking alimony? Can you imagine that man could get 5 jobs? I'm sorry. Go dig a ditch. Go dig a ditch on Saturdays. Go push carts on Sundays. And go deliver pizzas and Grubhub on Mondays. So see no evil. Even though we're getting hit over the head, you still feel that way, huh? Me too. But we're old school. See no evil. We're old school. Just picture it. You're sitting around with your boys, and you're saying, my alimony check is coming in. I'm going food shopping. What? What did you just say? Get the fuck out of here. You lose your man card. Go get a job. But anyway, so it does feel good. It does feel good. I'm thinking for many, it does feel good to talk about some of the things that we have been through, some of the things that we go through, some of our bad times, share some of our accomplishments. I think it does feel good. So talking to people is a good thing. I'm not okay with talking to a professional, and that's just me. That's not a criticism to professionals. I just feel that, yes, when I mentioned the colors, I just feel that criminals. Do you see what's going on in my brain? I just feel that professionals are treating you based on data, not on knowing you, not on real life. And you're just putting data into their program, their spreadsheet for the next client. And they don't know us. And do they care about us personally? No, they're just doing a job. A heart surgeon is the same way. He just operates on hearts. He doesn't need to see your face. All right, Tammy, thanks for stopping in. Andrea Vitale, yeah, it's sad. It destroyed him. He stopped working legit so that she wouldn't get the money. He was upset. Now he lives in Portugal. Well, that's the opposite way, Danny, I know. See how we go, I know. Venting is always good for the soul. Yes, Stephen, I agree. So, yeah. So there are, like I said, there are some topics that men don't talk about, and prison might be one of them, because we really, I hate saying that. Ugh. Guys that have been incarcerated really don't have to have the conversation. Where were you? And then the other person understands the environment. Where did you do your time? Essex County Prison. He understands immediately. Where did you do your time? Raybrook. You understand somewhat, because we know the reputations of every prison. So where'd you do your time? Marion. Ooh. So it's an unwritten thing that they don't, God, that people that have been incarcerated really don't have to talk about. It's kind of like the people, kind of like me and my friends, where you know what the other one is saying and thinking. You don't even have to speak. You're almost speaking with your eyes. Yes, Casino Weevil, that's great. Tommy, what about if you can't talk about it? If someone comes to you in confidentiality? Don, you got to be very cautious. And you better know that person very well, and it's typically only going to be your mother. You might have that dear, dear friend that you speak to. I am lucky to have 2 of them, and they've proven themselves. I happen to be that friend to many, and has proven myself. So, I know, see no evil. Well, see no evil, I am doing a divorce show. I am going to do the Broken Family show, and you're more than welcome to come on. If you want to come in the background or just be in the chat. But I am doing the Broken Home show. That's coming up. So, do I want to give an hour to that? I think I do. There's a lot to speak about, and it may help some people. It may bring tears. It may not. Who knows? No, collect alimony from a woman. Well, if anybody's collecting alimony from the woman, they feel it in their soul, and it's got him. It should eat at them. Just my opinion. Hello, DARPA. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate your presence. So many people do that. They just get ready when they have the show on. I do the same thing with Todd Father. I'm working at the same time. I have his show on, and I'm in the chat a little bit. Again, I got a disclaimer for you all. Hello, Payne. Thanks for stopping in. I cannot be responsible for the amount of videos that I do post today. Although I will be in some meetings all day today, I am drinking black coffee. OMG! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! OMG again. I'm drinking black coffee right now. This is not going to be good for some people. Some people don't talk to a friend or family member, keep it bottled up inside and it eats at them. Not healthy. Best to get things off your chest to the right person. Arms, I agree 100%. Unfortunately, many of us don't have our moms anymore. And many of us don't have dear friends. I'm very fortunate with my friend group. Very, very, very fortunate. So when we say friends on here, we're associates. But we have respect. But all I hear on here is, hey, my friend, what's up, No, I'm sorry, guys. I speak real, not friends, because they can have an argument and turn on each other in a split second based on what somebody else says. So use the friend word lightly in here on the YouTubes, because I've seen some fucking disasters on the YouTubes. Friends, type friends one week and enemies the next. I use the word friend lightly. I do say paisan. I do say cousin, stuff like that. I don't really have to worry about that, but if you're making friends, if this is where you're finding friends, you got issues. If this is where you're finding friends, rewind, pause, rethink. Mothers are always biggest fans and supporters. Yes, I call my mother in the first words. What's the matter, Tommy? So those of us that still have our moms, I know we're fortunate and we are blessed. I know I'm on bonus time right now. My mother's been through so many things, but what's the matter, Tommy? Immediately. You say colo, I say cojin. I say cousin, paisan. I say paisan. Because paisan and friends are two different things. A paisan is from the same mindset region, typically in Italy. Your paisan, oh, they're paisans. They're both from Calabria. Oh, they're paisans. They're both from Palermo. They're paisans. They're both from Bari. So, that's paisans. That's not truly friends, but they are paisans. But I say paisan on here because we met in a community here. So this is like a region of a country, a region of Italy right here. You know what I mean? So that's just how I look at it. That Patricia, everybody's different, Yeah. Payne saying hello to everybody at one time. It's very hard sometimes to, what does word mean? Word. The wise up sugar. What is word? I don't know. I missed something. Okay. Anyway. So I was wondering about how you guys feel about talking to others about your situations. So I'll talk to others about technical bullshit on the YouTubes. I'll talk about a topic of a show. I'll talk about things, this, that, and the other thing. Real personal shit? No. We're paisans. You want to say we're friends? Good luck with that. Your friends are the ones that know you. Know your favorite color. Know what you like to eat. Know that you don't eat. Know what kind of broads you like. Know what kind of guys you like. So to meet friends on here, no. Very, very difficult. I feel better by staying busy and focusing on my good life. And that's what I do, see no evil. I focus on all the positive things. Personal, I'm sorry. Payne, you're saying personal. Personal. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. But sometimes you can't talk to, you know, sometimes I try not to talk to my mother about things because I don't want to make her upset. I don't want her to worry about things, so I take it in. I put my mother through a lot. Can you imagine your mother having to come and see you and, in a, ay, ay, ay. You don't like men or ladies, by the way. All right, Payne. Oh my God. Yeah, Arlene, it can go either way. But you always need to have someone to talk to. But the gossiper, the one that's on the phone, chip, 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 chip. Shut up. Shut up. Move along. And, but I do feel, in my opinion, it does help to speak about a lot of things. I like to speak about the stuff I have been through. It helps me. Others, it may not help so much. It may hurt them. But, Stigs, you talk so in depth about it, you can really get down to the nuts and bolts. And the reaction on your face is that it doesn't bother you. No, it doesn't bother me. It helps me. Been through some serious things. If I can help somebody else not go through them, then I'm good. So talking to people is good. Talking to a professional, I don't find it work. I don't find the benefit in it. That's just me. The word friend and I love you are used way too loosely. That's very correct, Arms. Friend and I love you. You're right. You see, guys, this is your show, and I do thank you. I do thank you for adding all this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, worry about my kids every single moment of every single day. So I know what's wrong with my daughter what's wrong to her, and then boom. And that's it. Today's my goddaughter's 18th birthday. Wow, my goddaughter turns 18 today. God bless her. She's going to art school. She's an artist. She's going to art school out of state. That's pretty interesting. So we're trying to do different for all of our kids. We're trying to do better than we did. I don't have an education or anything like that, but I want my kids to do better than what I did. And, they're going to do better. So now my brother's daughter is going to be an artist. She's into art. So I'm not an artist. She does art. So she'll get into graphic design and stuff like that, which is great. Yeah, you need a passport. Yes, I believe you do. But everybody should have a passport. Now, it took me so long to get approved for a passport. Oh my God. It was a headache. You can't even have a speeding ticket. Never mind a criminal, never mind a felony conviction. To get a passport, forget about it. Forget about it. It took me forever. Listen to me. Let me explain something to you. I got a permit for a biscuit. You know what I mean? We call it a biscuit. I got a permit for a biscuit quicker than I got a passport. And what else was that? Oh, and a coaching card. Yeah, you should. You don't need one. But anyway, I went on a cruise years back, and I got one. And I went to Italy once, so I had to get a passport. I went to Italy. I mean, I was young, but I had to to go to Italy. You got a passport. Good morning, Muggs. Nice to see you. I'm banging out. I'm at 33 minutes. So my topic this morning was just, does it feel good to talk to people? It's good to have it. Yeah, and just get one. It's very simple to do. It's good to have. And it's the best form of ID that you can have. And if you lose your ID, it's always good to have that in your house. It's, you keep it in your safe or whatever you have there. Keep it in your biscuit box, if you have a biscuit box. I don't know. But lock it in your biscuit box right next to your biscuits. And it's there. And it's the best form of ID. When you go to a motor vehicle or something like that, if you have your passport, you're golden. If a person has served more than 12 months, they cannot enter Australia. That's interesting. We should do that here. Ugh. Ugh. I don't recommend prison, guys. I really don't. Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. All right, so that's it for today. The topic was talking to others. How does it feel to talk to others? No. You don't know what the biscuit is? Come on. The biscuit. You can't say the word on here. Otherwise, the show gets shut down. The biscuit. Yeah, we do. The biscuit. You can lock up the biscuit. If somebody comes into my house uninvited, watch out for the biscuit. Come on, cuz. Rats can travel. This is true. Yeah. The biscuit. The biscuit. Read between the lines. We can't say biscuit. We can't say the true word. But if anybody walks into my house uninvited, the biscuit is waiting. Capiche? Yeah, got it? You understand now? Canada and Portugal, very nice. Very, very nice. All right, guys, look, I'm banging out. Thank you all for stopping by. Like guys, yeah, biscuit, yeah, it's old school. Like I said, the topic today was talking to others. How do you feel talking to others about your issues, about your problems, about your experiences? Think about it for a minute. My opinion, my observation is speaking to professionals does not help very much because all they're treating you on is data. Data, 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 and you are data. You are data for their next client. So work through your problems. Find that individual that you could speak to. Use the word friends very lightly. Paisans is a better word. Friend, it's a tough one. All right, guys, I got to get out. See, we'll talk to you later. I'm not going to do the rundown. Yes, biscuit, yes. All right, I'm not going to do the rundown, but I do appreciate you all for stopping in. Salute. Black coffee kicking in. I will see you guys all tonight on the Wine Guild. Get that box of wine. Anthony, can you please do a short, if you don't mind, about the box of wine that we're doing tonight? I'm going to pick mine up at Stu Leonard's a little later this afternoon. Okay, we are out. Stay tuned. Up next, I think, is the Wise Up Show in the mobile studio. I am not sure. Ralphie says his hours changed and stuff like that. I don't know. But he's got to have coffee. So if you got to have coffee, you might as well push live. Let's go. Keep the momentum going. All right, guys. I'll talk. Yeah, I had no ass cookies this morning, but a lot of black coffee. I got to go. Tommy Stigs saying ciao for now. Thank you once again for being part of this channel of mine. And broadcast is being clicked right now.